Welcome to a brand new feature on GTN, GTN Builds, where we're going to build stuff. And to kick it off, we're starting where any self-respecting triathlete starts when tackling DIY, building their own pain cave. So follow along as I transform my very dreary garage into the ultimate triathlete's pain cave, where I can bike and run and store all my triathlon equipment and bikes, and of course maintain all that equipment. It's going to be awesome. Probably the nicest room in my house. Actually, definitely the nicest room. Good thing I married a triathlete. Hey! Welcome back to James's Pain Cave, where it's, well, it's not a cave anymore, is it? We've made it look like a pretty cool room, but it's not really a pain cave yet. It doesn't really have any of the stuff in it. So that's what this episode's all about. So what we're going to do is, let me walk you through it. So, some shelves are going to come up here later on for storage for all my stuff, because I don't think we're going to have enough storage, but that's later on. Tool wall up here, all of my tools to work on my bikes. The tool cabinet slots straight under there, so we've designed that perfectly. That obviously is going to go against the wall. We just still a little wet. Cupboard's going to get fixed and put a door on, of course, because you can't have a cupboard without a door. Then over here, just going to make it look nice. Maybe a couple of posters. Not photos of me when I was racing, that's weird. Here, treadmill's gonna go here. Wahoo kicker number 1 for the wife, permanently set up. Next to it, Wahoo kicker number 2 for me. Probably used a little bit less often than my wife's one. TV on the wall, some plug points underneath for all those things. Definitely going to install some fans, although less necessary here in the UK than they were in South Africa, but still necessary when you're working hard. Maybe Wahoo headwinds, one under there, and another one up on the wall. And then we've got bike storage already installed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, quite a lot of bike storage, because I've got a family of 5 and all of us ride bikes. So yeah, but first we got to put the floor down, and that is going to be this, which is basically just a big puzzle. So I do puzzles every day with my kids, so how hard can it be? Let's get cracking. Okay, so we're putting a bit of shelving up here, but we've got this very awkward brick block there. So we're literally cutting out our shelves to fit nice and evenly around it. But we're also dealing with a slightly uneven floor. Not my fault; it was pre-existing. So we're cutting off bits of the leg to make it sit nice and evenly. Thankfully, Mark's finally arrived to help me. Alright, so now the floor is in, the LEDs are up, the TV's in, pictures on the wall just for some decoration, nice outdoors.
Shelving in.
Yeah, there's shelving in. Mark had to mention that because
I'll be busy on this project.
That's the other thing that he helped with after that first thing he did on the first.
It's been a tough week or two, hasn't it? Oh.
He's come to take all the credit, and yeah.
No, you've done an amazing job. You've done a really good job.
It's looking pretty good, but now we've got to fit it out so we can actually exercise in here, which means treadmill, kickers, another kicker climb, yeah, a few other things. So yeah, that's why I brought Mark, and he can help me move the treadmill.
This is the fun bit.
Yeah, exactly. So
come on,
let's have it ready to exercise in here. So I was told I have to put some trophies in the pain cave for decorative purposes. But Jody and I are not very sentimental with our trophies and medals, so they're in a box somewhere in here. These are Jody's medals. What a selection. What's that? French Triathlon Federation, European Championships Triathlon, another European Champs medal, French Triathlon, Female Elite Finisher medal. Yeah, we leave the medals. Let's find some trophies. I found a box that says trophies on it. So we're on the right track. Hey, look at this. M. Ironman South Africa, first female. There should be at least 7 of those. Yep, there's another one. Oh, here's a good one. This one might have to go in the pain cave. Check this out. Oh, it's a bit worse for it. It's made of marble. Men's winner, Ironman Panama City 2010. That was my first Ironman win. Ironman Florida 2010. I'm not sure we have a shelf strong enough to hold that though. All right, I'm pleased to say the Ultimate Pain Cave is finished. I'm pretty happy with this. So let me give you the grand tour. I mean, it's only one room, so it's gonna be a bit of a short tour, but still, grand tour, a lot of work has gone into this. We finally got the floor down and doesn't it look good? Yeah. Bike is on the rack already because we're working on it. Got to get it ready for a shoot tomorrow. Constantly gonna be doing that kind of thing. Put some storage in here, which is, got my shoes down there, then a bunch of muck off stuff because I'm always cleaning bikes. Those bits have to go on that bike for tomorrow's shoot. Helmets and sunglasses there. And then they insisted I put some trophies in here. Just, I don't know, they insisted. So there's a small selection of trophies up there. Coming over here, we have our tools. So we are tool cabinet, tool chest, tool wall, which needs some neatening up because it's just stuff hung on there at the moment. And then we've got this workbench, which I am pretty proud of how that turned out. It's a lot of work went into that, but it's really solid and really looks good. We've got all my work stuff under there, which is really cool. Thanks again to Worx for their support for this video. Wouldn't have been able to do it without them. Literally wouldn't have been able to do it without them. Got cupboard storage in there. Don't look in there, still some work to do, and obviously still some work to do on the outside too. Liquor paint, etc. And then we've got the actual pain cave section, which is, I mean, it turned out better than I even anticipated. We got the LEDs because you have to have LEDs. Currently in GTN colors, we might change that. Alpe d'Huez poster, Yonkeshoek poster, both very special places for myself and my wife for very different reasons. Got the treadmill, which we'll be doing quite a bit of work in the winters here. TV, which can obviously tilt to whoever's watching it. And then we've got the full Wahoo setup. And this is a sweet setup. So I've got my bike on it at the moment with the kicker climb, the Wahoo kicker, of course, the headwind under there, which will definitely be coming in useful. And then another whole setup for my wife's bike. So she'll be using that. In fact, she'll probably be stealing my setup before long. She spends more time in the pain cave than I do. But it's a pretty sweet setup to spend time. And then, of course, we've got our bikes, which are all racked up already, and a security lock going through all of them to keep them safe. And then, whoa, don't need to show you the hole in the ceiling that we haven't quite fixed yet. That's still on the project to come. Anyway, that is our pain cave. I am so happy with it. I've really enjoyed doing it. I've also really stoked with how it's turned out. I'm pretty excited to do some exercising here. We hope you guys have enjoyed this video and followed along. Follow GTN for more videos like this. We're definitely going to be doing some more GTN builds in the near future. Where's the sprint? Where's the sprint line? Isn't it coming up? See if I can get a sprint screen with no warm-up whatsoever.